So the big question is this: how are those in the self-storage industry like us going to be successful in today's market? That's the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Jim Ross, and welcome to the Self-Storage Show.
Hi everyone, it's Jim Ross from Self Storage Summit. Today we're going to be doing a vendor spotlight. I have Boxwell has been a generous, amazing sponsor of the summit here. They're one of the early people on board. Love it. Got Lisa Maloney with me today. How's it going?
It's going great. How about you?
Good, good. Again, thanks so much for jumping on board as a sponsor for the summit. Really appreciate it.
No problem. I'm hoping you're enjoying the sound of the rain behind me. I didn't want to have a white wall behind me for those who are on video. So now you get to look at the beautiful fall colors.
I'm so jealous. Where are you at?
I actually reside in North Carolina. I work outside my home office. Boxwell is based in Boulder, Colorado, but I am off-site. And so these are the Appalachians that you're seeing behind me.
I'm so jealous. I get my windowless office sometimes, so I need like a green screen. I can pretend I have a nice background like that. That'd be awesome. Let's kind of just jump right into it here. I mean, for those that aren't familiar with it, for Boxwell, I guess kind of give us the highlights of what you do first off.
Well, so Boxwell is a manufacturer of portable, relocatable storage units, and we manufacture for industries such as the portable storage industry, self-storage industry, moving industries, and also the restoration industries. Those are our four primary markets. We have other smaller markets as well, but our units are made for storage and are relocatable on your site. So as far as the self-storage industry is concerned, they can be used as additional rentals on your site in areas where you may not be able to build. So a lot of people are building these on, easements, along fence lines, maybe RV areas where they want to convert to self-storage because they can get a better return on investment. And so there's lots of creative ways that people are finding that they can place these on their sites to create more return on investment, more rental income.
That's cool. We'll get into some of that a little later. I'm kind of curious, kind of how did Boxwell even come about?
Well, Boxwell, the owner of Boxwell, Rod Bowles, has been in the industry for, I believe, 13, 14 years now as far as manufacturing portable storage containers. And he started Boxwell, it's been about 4 years, maybe a little over 4 years. And he started Boxwell to basically improve on the product and look at, take into consideration other products on the marketplace and kind of make as many improvements as possible. But the biggest improvement that he wanted to make is to create an extremely customer-based business. So we have a really strong customer relationships with our customers. We're always there for our customers. We build very strong relationships. We're not the type of company that is looking to just sell a product and then walk away. We want to create business relationships that will last a very long time. So our primary focus is on helping our customers succeed in every way possible. So this self-storage summit is a good example because we wanted to be a part of it because this is a perfect resource for our customers. It helps our customers as well succeed because they can find out other ways to grow their business. As long as they're growing, we're growing, and everyone's happy. So,
Do you do mostly business in the United States? Do you go outside the United States?
Most of our business in the United States, but we have customers all over the world. We have a lot in Canada. I would say the three top markets for self-storage are United States, and then Canada, and then Australia. And then there's some other smaller markets that are starting to catch up, but nobody stores things like the U.S. Canada's trying to learn from our example, so they're getting closely behind us. But the United States is definitely the primary market for self-storage.
Totally. But it's funny. Even when I started this summit, just starting to see all the people registering. I know for a fact people are watching this right now, all around the world. That's why I asked that.
Yeah. South America, Europe, their storage needs may be smaller than ours. They may have smaller units, but they still, storage is picking up all over the world.
Yep. People like stuff. That's the bottom line.
They do.
But it works. That's our business.
That's
so
indeed.
again, as far as like, you mentioned like for sites that they can't build on. So this is a good alternative, I think. Like, what are the situations like? What do you mean? Like you can't build on?
Well, that's where the bulk of our customers are placing these in areas where they can't build. Maybe you can't put a building up next to a fence line, or because our units, the typical unit is an 8-foot by 20-foot unit. And so you really only need 20 feet or 8 feet deep, or maybe 40 feet to put 2 of them. So you can find little places all over your site where you can put the units. So you can block them out into large blocks or large strings, but then even other little areas, you might have a 40-foot area where you can put, 4 rentals or 2 rentals in this area. And so there's lots of creative places. Most of our customers are doing that, but we do have customers who are looking at the cost of building versus the cost of putting these in, the flexibility of putting these in versus the permanent structure of a building. And so there are some that they have areas where they can build, but for whatever reason, for the flexibility or the pricing or the speed, they have chosen our units to fill in areas on their site. So there's lots of options where you can utilize our units.
Okay. Just as you're talking, I have a site that's popped in my head right now that has some RV spots and parking spots. I'm like, I can make more money for them.
Yeah,
storage unit than I can there. So that
even converting, RV areas to self-storage areas, but there's some customers who that's all they have is an RV lot, but they find that if they can add on the self-storage in some areas around the perimeter, that the RV customers really like it because they like having the units where they can put their toys. You have RVs, you have boats, they have lots of water toys. They want areas, places, a storage unit where they can lock it up and secure it that's not in their RV or in their boat. So there's a lot that will do a combination in their RV areas. Well, they'll put the RV areas and the RVs, and then they'll have units in addition to. So it's not always, it's not always an either or. There's lots of combination projects that, the self-storage, you want to diversify, right? So you have your climate control, you might add non-climate, then you'll have some RV spaces, you'll have some, relocatable units. You're kind of just giving your customers a whole, arrangement of options for storage. And I think if you limit yourself to just one style, and we've seen that, we have customers who they will have climate controlled, and that's all they have.
Yeah.
Well, then they find that they are turning away non-climate customers all the time.
True.
Because there are customers of theirs who, don't want the climate control. They want non-climate. They want drive-up units. They don't want to go in the tall buildings. So they'll find areas around the edges of their property or in a back parking lot where they'll place some of our units to make drive-up. So there's a lot of different, applications that you can use.
Well, that's a great way to complement what you already got. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes total sense. So how does it work? I mean, people are kind of looking at with their spaces and their needs that they have, and they can kind of identify, this.
Yeah.
What's next?
So if you have a site, you want to look at your site and kind of determine where you may have extra space to put in more rental units. And like I said, even smaller areas where you may not be able to fit a building. And then also take into consideration your capacity. So most of our customers, when their site hits, anywhere from 80 to 90% capacity, that's when they'll call us up and they'll say, okay, I'm at capacity. I need to order up some units to put on my site. And so they don't get into that position where they're now turning customers away because they don't have anything available. And with a minimum order being 12 units, you can also scalably grow your site. So you're not committed to a huge project. You can add on 12 units on your site and then see how they rent up. As they rent up, then you can place another order and you can just build in little blocks instead of, we have plenty of customers who do the full project, but a lot of customers like the scalable part of, option.
I whenever I have the opportunity and the option, I try to phase things out as much as I can.
Yeah, we get a lot of calls from customers who say, I don't have any rentals available. I'm all rented out. I need something on my property. And what can I do? What can I do with this little area back here? And we offer, plot planning assistance. So we get a lot of customers who will say, hey, here's our site. Here's the area where I'm thinking of over here. How many units can we fit? What's the best configuration? We'll draw it up for you. We'll put in a whole price proposal. And, then you can determine and start to budget or work with the banks or to try to figure out how you want to run your project, if you want to do it all at once or just a portion at a time.
Huh. Might have to do that. I'm trying to think so how do people get the information too? Just take pictures? Do you like Google Earth that kind of a thing, or?
Yeah. You can, some of them will send us actual plot plans or layout, or
Okay.
some that are even looking at purchasing a site. They'll say, here's the plot area. What could I fit in this area over here?
Gotcha.
A lot of times it's just as simple as Google Earth.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
what I was
it's a great program because you can measure anything out on it. You know, you don't have to have the survey done. As long as you know where, oh, there's the fence line. You can, all these storage sites, you can see where the property lines are. What's difficult to see on Google Earth, and where you need the customer's assistance with, is of course, what is the slope of the land? Because
I was gonna say, yep.
it's pretty flat. So you could lay out something and then find out, well, that's a hill. We can't put them there. So a lot of times having conversations with customers, they'll open up and say like, okay, there's this plot area in the back. You can see it. It's from this cell tower to this fence line over here. The rest is a slope, you know, because you do want to place these on a level surface.
Yeah.
So, you know, so it's nice to get a little bit of information on the site. If any of us are nearby, we'll walk the sites. I do that all the time here where I live. We'll walk the sites, and then it's easy to determine where they can be placed when you're there to physically measure and see the grade of the land, and find out what kind of alterations need to be done to place units. But most of it is done by looking at Google Earth to check out the site.
Well, you mentioned that you've gone and walked some sites and all that, so that's a perfect segue to. I know we created a video kind of showcasing, you know, your product at certain sites and how it can work.
Yeah. I didn't want to just do a one-on-one interview, because it's not as exciting as actually showing when you see the product live and you're able to see what it looks like and how others are utilizing it. It's a lot more beneficial. So those that are on video, or if you're on podcast and you want to switch to video, then you'll be able to see some visuals through the video that I put together. It was fun to do. I just went to a couple customer sites and just kind of showed how they were adding onto their sites. I'll give them a good idea.
Well, great. Well, that's a perfect opportunity. Let's roll that right now, and we'll watch that, then we'll come back.
Awesome. Hi, I'm Lisa with Boxwell, and I wanted to show you a storage site who was looking to expand into areas where they were not able to build, as well as put rental units in an RV boat parking area where they could get a higher return on investment. They ordered up a bunch of 8x20 rental units with one set of doors, lined them around the exterior of their property, and then also picked up some that are 8x20 with two sets of doors to make two 8x10 rentals, and put them into these tight spaces where they were unable to build. And not only that, with the custom colors that we're able to offer, they could blend in nicely with their existing buildings. Existing building here. Area behind the building. Couldn't do anything there, but you could with the relocatable units, and then filled the entire RV area perimeter with rentals. So thank you for visiting this site. Now let's go to another storage site. Another benefit of our Boxwell units is that you can scalably grow your site. Some customers choose to place an order all at once, filling their entire project at one time. Many others choose to test out sizes in their market by placing a minimum order or so of our units so that they can check out how different sizes are renting up. This particular customer chose to do that by ordering a minimum of 12 8x20 units configured into 3 different ways. He purchased some that are 8x20s with a single door on the end, which make 8x20 rental spaces. Then he chose to add on some 8x20s that were configured with 2 doors to make 2 8x10 rentals, and then finished off with a couple units that were configured into 4-door units to make 4 5x8s. What he discovered after he got this order in is that the units that were larger were renting up a lot quicker than the smaller units. So he was able to adjust his next order accordingly. And his next order of 12 units, he added on only 8x20s with single doors on the end to make the larger rental units. He's going to see how fast these move up, and then he will continue placing orders to fill up all of this space, because his goal is to get a better return on investment than he's getting while renting the boats and RVs.
And if you have a preference for swing doors as opposed to roll-up doors, we are able to make this style as well. We can do the swing door units in all of the same configurations as we can the roll-up door units so that you can get the exact look that you like at your site. If you need any help with plot planning or layout assistance, we are there to help you out as well. Don't forget our custom colors, which can be utilized on the roll-up door units and the swing door units so that you can easily match your current building and get the full project look that you are going for.
Thank you for visiting a couple self-storage sites with me today. If you have any areas at your site where it's maybe difficult to build and you would like our assistance with Boxwell relocatable rental units, we would love to help you out. We enjoy nothing more than helping customers put rentals in areas where they didn't think it was possible.
Okay. Yeah, that was a great video. I've watched that a couple of times now. It's one thing of talking about it, but it's another thing of, kind of a picture says 1,000 words. So it helps visualize what we're talking about here.
Yeah. And like I said in the video, we have lots of different options with roll-up doors, swing doors, different door configurations. So, get creative and don't be afraid to ask us if there's something particular that you want or a feature that you're looking for, because, we've helped a lot of customers with unique needs and unique sizes, door configurations, and we're happy to help wherever we can. That's kind of what's really fun about working at Boxwell is the owner of Boxwell and all of us are very receptive to our customers' needs and what they want, because like I said, our goal is to help you succeed. And so if you may know more than we do about your particular site, what, configuration or what you're looking for, it might be something that could really help you succeed. And we're going to do everything we can to help, manufacture that and put that together for you.
Oh, yeah. And you guys say, someone that may not know what to ask or what will work, you've probably been there, done that. You probably see pretty much the configuration imaginable.
There's some interesting requests, and we execute on everything that we can. I mean, there are some where we have to say, oh no, that's not possible, this is why, or that's too tricky, this is why. But anything that we can do, we're happy to do. We don't carry stock items. Every single order of ours is completely manufactured to fit our customers' specific needs. So that's why we'll have people call us and they'll say, can I buy a few units off you? Do you have some here? Well, we don't. And that's because every single order is different. The colors are different. The door configurations are different. The specs are different. It's whatever our customers need. So
made to order. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's completely made to order.
So how does it work then? I mean, if you order it, you know what you want, and it gets shipped to you.
Yeah, so you would reach out to us. You'll either get Laura Brooks or I, Lisa Maloney, and we'll work with you. We'll be your customer, strategic account manager. That's our title. We'll help you through the whole process. We'll find out what colors you're looking for, what sizes. We'll help you with plot layouts. We also have full turnkey offerings where from order to complete install and build, we do the entire process. So that's been really helpful for a lot of our self-storage customers. We order it up, and in right around 10 to 12 weeks, depending on your location in the United States or around the world, you'll have your units on your site. They build up very quickly. Most of our builds take anywhere from 2 to 4 days, depending on the size of the project. So the actual chaos at your site is very, very minimal. It's not a long build process. The bulk of the time is the production and the shipping to your location. And then once they're there, it's extremely quick. We send our team in. You can assemble a team and we'll teach you how to build them up if you're a hands-on type of group, or we can actually build them up, send our team in and build them up and place them for you. So
really? Okay. I was really curious about that, how to do it, because I'm not the handyman. I've been looking at it going, I'm out. But if you got people that can help, perfect.
Yeah, we want to make it as easy as possible. We have customers who they're like, oh, I have a construction background. I have a bunch of, college guys. We want to learn how to build them. That's fine. I mean, with every single one of our customers, we always send out one of our Boxwell representatives out there for your first delivery to at least teach you how to build them. And of course, for the full build services, we take care of everything. And you can stand and watch on your little videos.
Good. Okay.
Right.
I Sorry, I was like picturing like IKEA and like instructions and all that. Like, nope. Well, like, yeah, you have to go there.
It's really for those. It's really not super difficult. I mean, you can have a lot of fun building these up, and you have two types of storage site owners, some that are very hands-on and like the control and like the project. They like to be involved in all their build and expansion projects. And then the other group who says, I don't have time for that. I've got too many things going on. I don't want to do it. You guys do it. So either way, we're willing to work with you.
Awesome. No, that's the bottom line. It sounds like you guys are very customer-centric approach and doing what you can to help that, that storage owner maximize their profitability of their storage sites. So that's why I wanted to have you on. So that's perfect.
It is a extremely fun industry, and the people are great. I mean, it's the best industry I've ever been in as far as the type of people that we work with, and business owners and helping just everybody, helping each other and succeeding. It's great. It's a lot of fun. We're all enjoying it.
That's kind of how the summit kind of came to be too, is kind of building that community as well. We're all here helping and learning from each other. So again, thanks so much for coming on, but hopefully this helped showcase a little bit more about what Boxwell does and all that. So how do we reach out to you?
Well, you can reach out to me. My email is lisa@boxwell.co. There's no M on the end, CO. Our website is boxwell.co. So you can look at our website there. There's also a contact us box there that you can reach out to. The phone numbers, I'm happy to pass on my personal phone number, so email me. You'll have all my contact information. So, yeah.
We'll build out your responsive page here, so all the information is going to be here easily.
You'll either be put in touch with Laura or I. One of the two of us will reach out to you, and then reach out back to you, and we can start a conversation and hopefully get your next project up and going.
Perfect. Okay, thanks so much for taking the time and being an amazing sponsor of the summit, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you so much. Nice seeing you, Jim.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to the Self Storage Show. Would you like some free stuff? Go to 3milestorage.com/free to find a list of items you can get for free that will help you dominate your 3-mile market. There, you'll find our free ebook, the Every Call Counts sales script, how to join our Facebook community, access to the next showing of the 3-day online summit, and whatever else we can think of to bring value to you and your self-storage business. So go to 3milestorage.com/free and enjoy.